Good morning, Sunday morning. I have some interesting stuff to share with you today. So, first of all, I hope you had a great Saturday and week. It's the start of a new week and a new opportunity to do something differently this week. I'd like to share another mudra with you today that I think will be really supportive in going into this new week, kind of letting go of last week. It's one that I used quite often when I was, transitioning from one life to another, really. Being married and living in a state that I've lived in for my entire life, and then moving to another state away from everyone and everything that I've known. I knew people here in Florida, but it was not like being in Virginia, so it was a really huge step outside my comfort zone. And when a relationship, especially one that lasted as long as mine did, ends, you have to let go of a lot. You have to process a lot. There's a lot going on, like in your mind, in your heart, really just in your whole body. And it's it can be difficult, and sometimes you need just a little extra push, a little extra nudge to get you over that hump. So this is a mudra that I discovered that when I remember to use it, I do use it, and it really does offer some relief and release. So I hope you find that helpful too. So what we're going to do is we're going to start by just, settling in. So that's always the best place to start when you're doing any practice like this. And we're going to do, it's called the Ksepana mudra, and it's basically the act of pouring out or letting go. So I'm going to do my best to show you this on the camera. So you're going to put your pointer fingers together like this, so they're touching, and then you're going to clasp your other fingers together. And then taking your thumbs, you're going to cross one over the other, and you're going to feel like there's like a little pocket right there in your hand, and just let your thumbs rest there. Okay, so basically it looks like kind of like a, I don't know, I don't want to really use the word gun, but sort of, so it's basically like this. And you can do this sitting up or lying down, and you're just going to place your hands on your thighs, holding this together, holding this position with your hands. I'm going to hold it up here so you can see better. And you're just going to breathe in and out 7 to 15 times. And you're just going to you definitely want your arms relaxed, and maybe the last, 3 times, just sigh it out, like breath in and release. And what this mudra does is it releases tension in the body. It allows you to process things better. It's an act of letting go or pouring out. So if you in this time of the world, we're taking on a lot. I've talked about this a lot, like we're being bombarded with information, and to process it and to deal with it and then release it, take in what we need and release the rest. This is a great support to do that. So basically it allows anything that is not benefiting you to be released. It also helps your digestive system. Your intestines work better. It will release through the skin, through perspiration. So if you're working out, it just really helps release any toxins in the body in that way. Also, one thing I want you to bear in mind, though, is it's not one that you want to hold for too long. So if you are doing this 7 to 15 breaths max, because when you're letting out, really beneficial energy, positive energy can also flow out too. So you want to be really careful about overdoing it. So this is not one that you can go to all the time. Just really be aware that when you use it, just kind of do it until you feel a little more settled, and until it's just a feeling you get where it's just like a release, like things go from like to that. I don't know if that helps. That's just how it feels to me. So hopefully that's helpful. Also, the card for today I wanted to share is, I love the way this this works, where it seems like all the cards are like flowing into each other. So today's card, I don't know, I really love the lotus flower symbol. And for those of you who joined me on the Gather, Grow, and Give Back Facebook group series, it's also going on today. I was on Friday and Saturday. I did a meditation with the group on Friday. If you would like to go pop over there and check it out, it's a private group, but you know, all are welcome to join. The resources there are really incredible, but I did a meditation that day, and it was one that just came through in that moment. I'd never done this particular one before, and it was really about visualizing, you know, your heart center, the essence of you as a gem. And the other aspect that I talk about a lot with my clients is, you know, the lotus flower as a symbol. The lotus flower starts off growing in the darkness, in the mud, and it flourishes and comes out of the mud when it's the right time, when it's ready to really blossom and show its beauty in the world. And it's the lotus flower with the gem in the center. There's water that also represents, you know, lotus flowers. You see them oftentimes on in the water, you know, along the edges, and just gorgeous. And so the beauty of this is it's about valuing yourself. And I think right now is a perfect time, any time is a perfect time to tune into you, as I always say. You guys are probably so sick of hearing me say that, but it's like, it just is so important. I'm going to read this to you today. I think it's just something that we could all benefit from. Self, and I don't have my glasses on today, so forgive me. I didn't bring them with me today. Some days I can see better than others. Self-worth is a cornerstone of happiness and inner peace. Nevertheless, we are often our own harshest critics. Where we might show leniency toward others, we are hard on ourselves. Praise yourself for all your successes, no matter how small they seem to be. For example, if you are often a few minutes late for a meeting and arrive on time for one today, congratulate yourself on your ability to improve your timekeeping. I mean, I could think of probably half a dozen examples off the top of my head where that would be relevant in so many circumstances. And something I've heard a lot of people say lately is like, I consider a win if I got a shower today. So, you know, maybe that's a way you value yourself. It could be the simplest of things. That's the thing. Right now, the simple things are some of the most powerful and impactful things. So I'll be putting this on my story, but I wanted to share that with you today. And one more thing was the book Be Happy again called to me today, and when I opened it to a page that I felt was in alignment for today, it's assert yourself. So this is all about self. And yesterday I did a mini version of my Soulful Life Self-Love workshop. So it's really about self this weekend, apparently. Assert yourself. Stepping out of your comfort zone offers so much. It changes the way you look at yourself. It changes the way others view you. It alters the dynamics of relationships. It opens new paths for you. And Confucius said, wheresoever you go, go with all your heart. It's really pretty awesome. I'll put that on my story as well so you guys can read that again. But that felt really, really good. I hope you do go check out that Facebook group, the Gather, Grow, and Give Back. Excuse me. You can catch my little mini self-love workshop and talked a bit about going outside your comfort zone and doing things that bring you joy. You know, it's all so perfectly aligned. So I thank you for showing up here today. Please go do something to value yourself, assert yourself, and tune into your inner child and your inner leader that we talked about yesterday. And I hope you have an awesome day. I will see you tomorrow. Remember, we learn from one another, so comment. Let me know what you'd like to see, if there's something going on with you. Let's talk about it. All right. See you tomorrow. Bye for now.